Honestly, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect the rap beef to turn out how it is, like how everything is like turning out to be, and I have prolonged so long to even just make this video to even be talking about it, mostly because I just been very late to like the new things that are happening there and there, and if you guys don't know like the beef already between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, their beef runs like really deep, like almost 2 decades like worth like of a beef. But excuse me, I'm just gonna say I'm just fully entertained of what's literally happening right now. And excuse me, when Kendrick literally dropped that like that verse on the song with We Don't Trust You featuring Metro and Future, I thought it was just it, but it all stems right back from a first person shooter for Kendrick to make that diss on, or to make that verse on the like that. And then everybody and their mom was just, gang banging the fuck out of Drake, with Abel doing some side disses. Same thing with Rick Ross, and then Future. And who else? ASAP Rocky too. Like all that, like everybody was coming at fucking Drake's neck. And then from all that, we got another record for another dissing with J. Cole releasing his My Delete Later project, which I thought was just really good, especially for the 7 minute drill. I just like the beat and the verse that he did, even though it quite didn't make sense as a disc and everything. I still enjoyed it nonetheless. It was a weak diss track against Kendrick, but that man, it literally was just like, you know what, I take it back, I apologize, and he was like, you know what, I'm ready for this man to throw a punch, and he was gonna take it chin up, which, I find that really admirable with J. Cole's character, because he really didn't mean what he said on those lyrics. Is like, not that he doesn't mean it, it's just like his whole heart wasn't really there. It's just like something he did not want to do. Like, it was just more so with pressure, and that was just understandable. But like, man, literally was just like, you know what, I'm sorry, Kendrick, let me take the 7 minute drill out, literally. And then literally the second project with We Still Entrust You, J. Cole was literally on the fucking was literally on that project. I was just like, bro, literally was just like, oh shit, let me just like, nah, let me just switch sides here. That's literally what he did. Literally switch sides, apologize to Kendrick, and switch sides at the same time. It was just like, damn, like that took me off guard that he was even in that feature. And supposedly, I don't know if Lil Baby got some problems with Dre because he was in that record too with Metro and Future. So I don't know if it was just like something that happened between those two that Lil Baby doesn't fuck with Drake anymore. Like, I don't know like the whole context between that whole situation, but those are like just the main people who just dislike Drake for the moment. And then after all that, like literally after all that shit happened, fucking Drake came, literally just 1v20 everybody, like fucking did the whole Thanos snap thing. Literally everybody on the internet was just saying like Drake was just basically Thanosing everyone, literally snapping like everyone back into existence. Literally came out with push-ups, made a whole disc with everybody. Literally called out, first thing was immediately was calling out Future, being, I could be nobody's #1 fan, your first #1, I had to put it in your hand, which is true. And same thing with Rick Ross being like, all his hit songs literally feature Drake. Rick Ross won't be there, can't be how he is without Drake. It's just like a state, like a fact. And then a little sub diss with like the Weekend probably doesn't really care about that. And then the main focal point was just with him and Kendrick Lamar, and he did take a slight jab at J. Cole about how weak that he did his diss track on Kendrick, and just immediately just like literally just took it back, commented on that. But it wasn't all that much like exciting with that, but it was just more so with Kendrick, because that's the main person that he's just stepping on real quick with all that. But yeah, it was just like I feel like it was really what was it, how you might call it, catchy. That's what it was, especially with the beat in his verse. Yeah, Drake has some good verses to say about Kendrick, so I gotta give him props, but you know how he is. What about the whole AI or Ghostwriter? You know what? I'm gonna give him props because I feel like he was genuine about it, and you know the funny line of Metro's such a whole ass up and make some drums. Literally, what everybody on say, like literally, there's like a whole subset like a whole subcategory on TikTok. If you just like look that up, literally everybody and their mom is just using the such a metro such a whole ass up and make some drums. Literally so fucking funny. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Rick Ross also made a diss track too of Drake, so you know can't forget about that. And then for me it wasn't really that exciting because I don't really listen to Rick Ross like that unless again Drake is in it, so it's just like it just proves Drake's credibility of being the number one artist people depend on for you know to hype them up, to like get them to where they're going, to get more people to listen to them, you know, whatever, which is true to some degree, not entirely, you know what I mean? And then I also heard another record with Future, and I think it was Nardo Wick, like Future taking still more jabs at Drake. So you know we got that going on. So we got you know Kendrick with like that with his verse on the record, and then we got ASAP Rocky with with his record, and then Lil Baby too, and then we got obviously The Weeknd, and then J Cole. Literally all that shit. Everybody's just clowning on this man, and then came back with Thanos snapping with fucking push ups, and then you know. Bro literally was not done with that, especially with trolling with Metro. Like, this man knows what he's doing exactly, like when he comes to like getting people to start some shit or even get them to start talking or make some weak decisions, like he's a really like mastermind behind what he does. Like he knows what he's doing. That's just how Drizzy is, Drizzy Drake. Boom. But anyways, he made a whole second diss track with Kendrick Lamar that was just took down from Instagram. It's called like the Taylor Swift freestyle or some shit like that, which man literally uses AI of Tupac and Snoop Dogg to create that disc of Kendrick. And I'm just like, bro, that's kind of like, for me personally, that's kind of messed up to use a dead AI. I mean, using AI for dead rappers is, messed up. Well, kind of like it's just really depending on how you're using it, but he's using it in a more negative space that like yeah, it's kind of messed up that Jersey even did that. Man got a cease and desist letter to take that shit down, and is still probably gonna get sued for that. I heard like the state of Compton or state of I think it was I'm not Compton. West Coast is still proceeding to still sue him. So like, bro, literally took an L on that, and I'm just like even hearing that he did that, it's just kind of like why? Like it's already enough that you did push us, but like getting real petty to make us another diss track featuring a person that Kendrick literally idolizes, Tupac. So like to do that is a whole nother level of just disrespect to like the dead right there, in my opinion. But bro just took it down because he knew he fucked up big time, big time. And then after that, everybody was just like, oh, Drake. Like in the beginning, people were like, oh, Drake gotta respond, Drake gotta respond. And then when he responded, everything was just pointing towards Kendrick now. When after he made push-ups and everything, and I was really anticipating too when he was dropping. Because well, unlike Drake, well, I don't know how long it took Drake to even make push-ups, but with Kendrick, I was kind of like more patient because that's just the type of artist that he is, to wait to master his craft of what he's about to make and everything. And that's what I truly respect. Regardless of how long it takes for Kendrick to make whatever he's making, I know it's going to be a full, complete package of like verses, like all the melodical notes and everything. Like everything that Kendrick just makes, man, it's just so fantastic. So the long awaited diss track, literally it was just under 2 weeks that Drake dropped Push Ups, that this man literally came back with alright bet, and dropped fucking Euphoria. And bro, it was the most funniest shit of my life, man. I was literally what was it? It was literally today. Today being Tuesday, tomorrow is gonna be May 1st when I'm gonna upload this. But it's just like it was funny because I saw it on my YouTube, or no, I saw on an Instagram page that Kendrick uploaded a Drizzy disc on his YouTube, and it was literally after school. It was like at 12 something that he released it, and I was just like, oh my god. Oh, before I even get to that, literally forgot to mention about Kanye too, because Kanye jumped on that shit too. Kanye literally make a remix of the Like That song of Metro and Future, and I just thought that one was just more so, that one is just more so my favorite remixes besides the little the babies Like That freestyle, and those are like my favorites because it's just like the beat and then with the lyrics coming from both the baby is really cool, because I'm thinking about listening to more of the baby after listening to that freestyle. And then with Ye is Ye, man. He is just such a creative genius, and especially when he added those extra vocal sound chords, and with him and Ty Dolla $ign spitting their verses too, like should never give me money again, or like then is one, then is two or three, vultures on repeat. Yeah, it was just really my favorite remix of that. I love the original too, but I just love, the first being, we got to get these hooligans, yo dad, I got you. And oh man, it just gives me chills every time I just hear that opening. And what's funny is just Ye was just inactive, and then bro decided to turn back. Like literally just like literally bro was just like, I bet beef, literally squeezed himself in between the whole beef with Kendrick, J. Cole, and fucking Drake, and he dissed Drake like, I can't even think of a Drake line, play that J. Cole, get that pussy sign. It was just funny. It's just Ye being Ye, well, whatever the fuck he's doing. All I gotta say is, I'm glad Ye is back because I need Vultures 2 to fucking drop, in my opinion. I'm waiting for that shit too. Still waiting for that shit. Don't know about you guys, but I'm still waiting for Vultures 2. Man, Ye, you better promise to release that shit so I can listen to it some more. But yeah, I just thought it was just pretty funny that Ye just like popped out and just decided to force himself into the beef like that. But it just gets way juicier and juicier every time more people are just coming out just to fucking diss Drake, because he really did it to himself of just sneak dissing pretty much everyone, just taking jabs at literally everyone, just talking so much, but being confronted, it's literally what's testing his character. But on that record of Euphoria caught me and everybody off guard, and then listening to it, man decided to be the most pettiest dude ever to on like, same thing with Drake, to unrelease it, to release on a random fucking Tuesday. Bro made it 6 minutes long. 6 minutes long. Literally no sneak dissing of nobody. Literally just all Drake. Literally just all Drake. And I was just looking at the lyrics too, because they were catchy as fuck, and especially with the beats too. You cannot mention the beats, because this man literally did 3 different beats in one fucking song. Like how can you do that? Literally Kendrick like is one of the few people I know that could just do that in his song, and it would just make fucking sense, man. Like, this man is such a creative genius with whatever craft that he's making, man. Just love that. Literally talks about so much shit. And my favorite is just something about how fucking, one, he called out Drake for avoiding with Pusha T and their beef for like 6 years that Drake still hasn't fucking responded to. And another one being that he didn't have time to do all this rap shit, literally of like the people thinking all his life is rap, but he got a son to take care of, unlike Drake, who's literally, like, if you really think about it, man, literally crushes man's like ego, pride, and everything. Like, everything is just all gone at that point. Literally disembodied Drake on everything, in my opinion. But like, what's more funny is when he keeps saying that he doesn't like the way he says the N-word, and it's just so funny because I feel like bro literally just took his N-word pass away, literally calling him out of like how many black artists is that he has to collab with to feel like he's already established himself as black. You know, that's just funny to me on that. And then he admits that he likes Drake's melodies, but not him when he acts tough, because Drake just embodies whatever he wants to embodies, and that's what he makes different types of music, because he just embodies this new persona, calling him a master manipulator and all that stuff. And he hate the steepness, and he was gonna catch, I think it was something about like catching a fly ahead or something like that, make that a direct flight or some shit like that. Literally, bro, it's just on site about everything, man. I don't know, there's just too much to dissect with Euphoria, but all I know is mostly he's just targeting this man's pride, his ego, his status, his wealth, his fame, his power, his respect, literally everything. But I feel like, in my opinion, it's a 2v1, because literally I feel like Kendrick literally like did all this, like man just started something, and I feel like he stood behind that with that verse. So I'll give Kendrick the point on that one. Drake came back with push-ups, which is really good. So I'm gonna get Drizzy on that. But this one now, Euphoria tops it. It's a 2v1 right now. It's 2.2 out of 1 right now. Drake got to make a good comeback, because this beef is just getting way juicier and juicier and juicier. I would suggest taking a look at this record, because this is honestly my favorite diss record so far that Kendrick has made, because I know there's plenty of diss records. This is gonna be my favorite one of targeting Drake and everything of his character, and it's just like that's how you fully embodied, how do you fully diss someone respectfully, because all the stuff that Drake might have said could be truth or a lie, and he even says in the beginning of his song something about don't something about like don't talk these lies and I won't, don't it was something about like not lying and he won't tell the truth, like if he just stops lying then he won't tell the truth, some shit like that. And we can't all forget that Drake uses a ghostwriter, and he just believes like it's either that he uses a ghostwriter to make that push-up song, or it was just AI, even though I did heard it was like an AI that was fucking an AI that was like, I heard an AI version of a Kendrick Lamar diss track, and it sounded even better than Push Ups in my opinion, but it was still good nonetheless of someone making an AI of that. I was just surprised that, the whole beef and everything was just wild to me. It's just like someone had to make a fake AI and everything, and then he actually came out with a thing and came out with Push Ups, and then Kendrick next with the Euphoria. I feel like at this point it's just going to be a back and forth jab, but Kendrick, in my opinion, is on the winning league, and it's just getting so much juicier and juicier and juicier. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just going to mean that for Kendrick that he's going to release new music soon. I heard that he's going to be releasing an album this month. Could be true, could be not. We'll have to find out and see. But otherwise, this beef is just getting way more interesting, and hopefully, this can just step up Drake's game on just combating Euphoria, because this song just counteracts push-ups of its entirety and what Drake, excuse me, and what Drake is. Kendrick did a perfectly good job of just attacking this man's character. So it's all up to Drake now to literally just get the rebound or whatever he's going to be doing with Euphoria, if he's going to take more jabs at what. But the good thing about it is with listening to this record, because he does admit some truths, but Kendrick just is more real about the situations that he has gone through, and he outs himself too. And that was another thing with when I was listening to Push-Ups by Drake. It's just like this man literally just outed himself in Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, which is really good, which is really a classic album. And that's another thing, bro literally just mentioned his first and his last. It's just like a classic, and can't say the same for Drake, because name me a classic Drake song from this era, and I don't think Noah can have a perfectly good answer for that, in my opinion. But It is what it is, man. Kendrick just takes the lead again on this rap beef, and I don't know if this is going to bring more competition or just more people in the industry that is against Drake to pile on him some more. But yeah, literally a whole fucking rap civil war is just happening within our feeds, and I'm just in it to win it. I'm sorry. I am just excited to see what's happening next. But yeah, I will not leak. I would definitely put all the verses, all the diss tracks that's been happening so far, starting off with like that, and so on going forth. If you guys want to keep up with like all these songs and all that, and all the lyrics, and then all that good stuff, I'm just more so just entertained, and I haven't seen anything like this in a while with rap drama. I know there was one with like Megan Thee Stallion, and I think like Nicki Minaj, but it wasn't really interesting. Unlike Drake, but versus fucking Kendrick. Literally, man is 2v1ing him and Cole against himself. Like, bro, Kendrick is gonna come out on top. Mark my words. I am willing to bet money on it, man. That's how confident I am with Kendrick and his creative direction of his lyrical skills. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about the rap beef that's happening so far with Drake and Kendrick so far. If you guys are enjoying it, if you don't like it, which team you guys are on, who do you think is the better rapper, who do you think is the better MC, who is who is the GOAT of all time, who deserves that crown, even though it should be Kendrick. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. If not, that's okay with me. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Legos239, and I hope y'all have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is. Take care, stay safe, and all that good jazz. But anyways, guys, later.